Overconsumption has become a very popular thing, especially in 2025. From a whole bunch of different items that go viral on TikTok to certain collectibles, overconsumption is real. I will admit myself that before I have fallen into the trap of wanting to just buy everything that's new. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to not enter your overconsumption core and instead this year save your coin and not follow into the trap of trends. So first, let's talk about why we overconsume. It's easy for us to overspend and buy things we don't need because of social media. You literally get influenced even if you know you don't need it, you want to get it to feel in the loop of things. I totally get, because like I said, I was so guilty of falling in this trap, and sometimes I still am. I am trying to break away from it because I do not want to overconsume this year. I want to keep things a lot more minimal in my life. So we're going to go on our hot topic now, and that is certain items that are trending, that are viral, that you do not need. Some of these may be a little controversial, but let's just talk about them. Okay, so the first thing is Stanley water bottles in every different color. And this is coming from a Stanley girly, okay? I love me some Stanley cups. I myself have had several different colors, and the current one I have is more of like an off-white color, but she's perfect. She goes with all my outfits and it keeps my water cold, which is like the most important part. I will admit I was falling into this trap and I was like, no, this is so bad, because every time I would get different colors for like seasonal ones or just like a new one that came out, they would always end up just sitting in my pantry, and they're like $40 each and they're just sitting there, and I'm like, why did I do that to myself? Because I could have just got one color that would just go with all the outfits. And this even goes for all the other water bottles too, okay? Like the hydro jugs, the Owalas, and so on. My best suggestion is to not get influenced to get every single new color that comes out. Just pick that one simple color or pattern that will make you happy and will just go all year round. Next is a good one, and that is Rode products, and specifically I'm talking about the Rode phone cases. So I actually never really hopped on the Rode train. I have never tried any of the products. However, I have seen so many people use the phone cases. In my opinion, I don't think they look the best, for one, especially when you don't have the lip gloss in the phone case. The second thing is, like, I personally just don't get the hype around having your lip gloss on your phone. Yes, I totally get reapplying it during the day and touching up and all of that. But a lot of times I put my phone down or in my pocket, so it just doesn't really make sense to me. To be honest, I don't even know how much they are, but I just don't think it's something that everyone needs to buy, and I don't think that it's practical. And that one leads me into my next topic, which is so hard, especially coming from someone like myself. That is to not be purchasing every single new makeup item and skincare item that comes out. I totally get wanting to try new makeup because I get bored, honestly, if I stick to just the same old makeup products every day, all year round. When it comes to makeup and hair and just like beauty items in general, they are always coming out with new items, and it's so hard to keep up with. Just because one little blush tint or a new bronzer or a new mascara comes out does not mean you have to buy it. Totally not against trying new products. I think every once in a while it's good to try something new and just find things that work for you. For example, lip gloss is such a good one for me because I love lip products the most, I feel like, out of all makeup products. Every time there's like a new lippy, a new lip oil, a lip tint, a lip gloss, I want to buy it. And if I see someone use it on TikTok and it goes viral or everyone's loving it, like for example, the new Laneige lip balms, oh my goodness, the way I have to control myself not to buy them because they look so good. I was like, no, don't do it. We are gonna break that bad habit and we're gonna go through the lip products that we have first. Totally forgot another one, but it's going back to the Stanleys, and I do not understand this trend at all, but that is the Stanley pouches and like purses. I simply do not understand why we need purses for our water bottles when we already have a purse to begin with. I guess it is kind of cute and it's good for content creation, but I just don't think, again, it's practical, and it's definitely something that you don't need. And also those things that go on the top of the Stanleys, those cups that hold like food items. Okay, we all know we do not need a snack tray on our Stanleys. We're going into some more controversial ones, and again, these are things I like, so it's hard to talk about. Next category is collectible items. and let's go right into Labubus. If you know, you know, but if you don't, Labubus are these collectible little plushy figures, and I don't even know what kind of animal it really is, but they are fuzzy, they're cute, and they come in different colors, and they come in these like mystery bags, so it's the hype and it's the excitement to open it and see like a little surprise and see what kind of color you get. But the thing is that you want to end up collecting all of them, and they're around $40 to $50 per Labubu, which is crazy. I quickly realized how expensive that is just for little plushies, and I was like, no, we do not need to do that any further. Alongside with Labubus, there is the whole Sunny, no, oh my gosh, forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, but Sunny Angels collectibles. Actually, I don't even know what to say about this one, but I don't collect these, but I do know a lot of people like to collect them, and they are cute. There's so many different ones, but I just know I don't need them, you don't need them. I just feel like these are things that just end up sitting on our shelves. One more collectible item I know a lot of people love, but I have not got myself to buy, are the jelly cats. So many different ones, from animals to food items, you name it. I do see a lot of people starting to collect these huge, massive piles of them, and I'm like, that is so expensive. I'd say there's nothing wrong with getting one or two, but I probably wouldn't go any further than two. Just because, again, these items are expensive. To me, they're overpriced, and I feel like our money could go so much further in other places if we didn't overconsume these viral TikTok items. Okay, now that we're done discussing these viral popular items that we don't need, I thought I would grab my laptop and go over some tips to not overconsume and how we can just be better this year with our money and what we spend. I have 5 tips, and the first one is to follow the 30-day rule. This is where before you buy anything non-essential, which is trendy items, you wait 30 days. Over the course of 30 days, if you realize you really need it, it provides value for you, then go ahead and get it. If you realize you don't really need it and you could still function without the item, then do not purchase it. Second one is to unfollow shopping triggers. So my suggestion is to try to steer away from the things online that convince you to buy everything, and instead follow some creators that have some more mindful living habits or that you can relate to. Third one is to use the cost per use test. So before buying, ask yourself, how often will I use this item? A perfect example is a $50 Stanley is more worth your use because you'll be using it every day. It's for your water, so it adds more value to your everyday life versus a $50 new blush that is viral right now, but in a week you'll forget about it. Fourth one is to declutter before you buy. If you're tempted to buy something new, first declutter everything that you currently own. It will help you realize how much you already have and might stop you from buying more stuff for more unnecessary clutter. And again, I know for me, this is definitely makeup. I love makeup. I love trying new things. Before, I would have so much clutter of makeup that would just sit in my drawers. And I spent good money on this stuff, but I only bought these items because they were trending or because they were viral for a second and then they weren't anymore. And then I just realized that they're not really a staple in my everyday makeup routine and they just sit there. So be sure to go through the items that you have first before you go ahead and buy something new. I'm not gonna lie, this last one is not easy, but it is to set a fun spending monthly budget. So give yourself a realistic monthly spending limit for your non-essential purchases. This will really keep you from impulse buying and focusing on what are the things that you really want to invest in. Also make you think about what are the things that are worth buying that are truly worth it. At the end of the day, overconsumption is not just about clutter. It's really where your money, your time, and your energy are going. So by being more intentional about what we buy this year, we're not only saving space in our homes and clutter, but we're saving our money for future opportunities. So instead of spending hundreds on TikTok viral trends, imagine putting that money towards investing, traveling, upgrading your life in meaningful ways, or even just simply reaching your financial goals. So saving your coin in 2025 gives you the ability to do more and focus more on what truly matters. So that's experiences, building wealth, or focusing on having less stress in your life. So besties, let's make 2025 this year of mindful spending and not mindless consumption. With that being said, that concludes today's video on overconsumption and how to be more mindful this year of 2025. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, be sure to drop some money emojis in the comments. Guys, thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you soon in the next video.